as bright as ever. Even in the shadows, baby, kiss me for the turn of time.
Let's go.
Hey everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I'm here with my husband
Cherno. It's so funny when I say my name like that.
Cherno.
Yeah, my name is Cherno and I am 28 years old and I am from the Gambia and I applied for the Sambu visa partner.
Yeah.
Is it Sambu visa partner?
Or the partners. Residence visa.
But they call it Sambu.
Yeah, in Swedish it's Sambo.
Sambu, yeah.
Yes.
Partner.
Yeah. We're gonna do a video for you guys who are applying for visa here in Sweden together with a partner. We were applying together, but for Cherno to move from...
For me to move here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we got it in 4 months. So that was very quick actually.
4 months.
Yeah, surprisingly. Yeah.
And we got it the day after our wedding.
A lot of prayers. Yeah.
Yeah.
When we decided that, I should come here and move here, was it June or July?
It was July 24th we applied.
Exactly. So basically we'll tell our story. First of all, we met February 10 and we only met for 10 days. February 21st, Emma went back and then we were in Corona time. So when we were at Corona time, we couldn't see each other and we know it was going to take long. So we decided to apply for the uppehålls. Is it uppehålls?
Uppehållstillstånd, yeah. Because we also heard that it's hard for people who coming from the continent Africa to get tourist visa. So, and then all the embassies started closing because of Corona. So we were just like, let's just apply for the normal residence visa for us to move in together. We were not sure in the beginning how to write everything because, as he said, we only met for 10 days. So we were like, let's write everything with details. So we were like writing, and Cherno even wrote with which color on his shirt he had the day we met. Like, we wrote so much. And
don't do that.
No, do not do that. Don't write too much.
So the first thing you need to do is when you're starting this application is with your couple or women with your partner. Make sure you guys are on the same page. Make sure you guys both want to do this. Make sure you guys are prepared for this because it's not going to be easy. When we were doing it, we know that it was going to take at least a very long time.
We thought over a year, 1 to 2 years. Like, that's what you need to expect.
Exactly. And so when we started writing, we were writing a very long application about every detail and how we met and everything.
Just to show that we actually knew all these things. We were not lying or anything. We were just giving them so much and even too much.
So basically, we felt like after what they really wanted is just to know that you guys know each other and you guys have already met at least once or twice.
Yeah.
And you love each other.
Exactly.
It's very simple. If you try to make it very long, they probably won't read it.
They will be like they write so much, so or do they really mean this?
Exactly.
They want to prove so much. So just keep it very short. I think maybe we had 10 rows.
First tip we will say is that when you're writing the application, keep it short, keep it simple, not too many details. That is because if you put too many details and you get to the interview, they will ask you a lot of questions and you will not be able to answer all those questions. So keep it very short and simple. So that was the tip number 1.
So the tip number 2 is that you have some requirements. Like me, for example, the person who lives in Sweden have requirements. I have to have a permanent job, or at least a job to show that in 2 years I have this employment and I'm gonna have salary coming every month, because I'm gonna be the person who on the paper will take care of the person who comes here. Maybe it's not like that, but I need to at least prove that I have the money for it and I have the job for it. And also I need to have an apartment, and it has to be big enough for 2 people. If you don't have kids, like for example only us, we need to have at least 1 room. It can't be too small because then it won't work. So my tip from me, who is the Swede in this case, I would say that you have all these requirements ready. Go to migrationsverket.se and read everything about the requirements, because if you don't have them, they will reject you. You cannot sit there and think that they're not gonna reject you, because they will. Like when I talk about like requirements, for example, you need to show them that you have a job, your job contract, your apartment contract, show your 3 last salaries. Show them. I even show them the painting of my apartment, like how big it is, how the rooms look like, and all that.
And tip number 3 is pictures, I would say. So make sure when you meet with your couple, make sure you guys take a lot of photos, as much as you can, and screenshot every picture that you have, all your text messages, and if you're sending money together or whatever that you're doing, take a screenshot with it. If you're sending mails, save them, because it's gonna become very important and a lot
like even DHL receipts and stuff like that.
Exactly.
I even send Instagram photos. I took screenshots of our Instagram showing that we are official with our relationships to prove that we're not undercover relationship. We're
Exactly.
showing it to the world we are serious.
Yeah.
And like you said with pictures, I would also say send pictures about like with family members. I know I sent with you, of course, and then your nephew too, like to show that you're interacting with each other's families. We had long distance during Corona, so we needed to do a lot of FaceTime screenshots.
Yes.
And like we talk to each other's families, so I also sent pictures of, for example, you talking to my sisters and stuff like that.
True.
Yeah, to show that you are interacting with each other's families and that you really are a real couple.
Yeah, and for me, like, all I had to do was send the application and my passport copy, a valid one. So if your passport is about to expire in a couple of months, I will recommend you go and apply for a new passport in your country to get a one that has at least 5 years on it, or 6 years, or how long it is going to be, so that you can have it for a long time, because you never know when they're going to give you your application, when they're going to accept your application. So that's very important.
It has to be valid. And also, if you have a job or company or something in your home country, show the contract of that, because that will help.
Yeah.
It will also show more proof that your relationship is strong.
Exactly. So yeah, I had certain things that they didn't even ask for, but I just showed it to them. Certain contracts that I have back home in Gambia, and I just sent everything that show that I have a proof of that I have money for myself, that I have this and this for myself. So, you know, all the papers you need, that you think you might need, just have them in case they ask for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think one other thing you need as well, you're gonna need a bachelor certificate. They're gonna ask you that to show that you are not married, you were never married before. You know, so if you're from any country, find out about what a bachelor certificate is, and go and get one. Make sure you get it signed, and then they're gonna ask you that, and they need an original copy, and then they're gonna need your birth certificate as well. So make sure you have your original birth certificate as well. So yeah, those are the things that I actually really needed. I didn't have to have much. She needed to have more, because of course I'm coming to her. And tip number 4, I would say, is that when you're writing the application, if your partner has siblings and everything, try to memorize all their names and their year they're born at least, because usually they will ask you about these things, which is very, very important. So try not to lie about it. Just be honest with yourself. Know that it is not that serious actually. Just be honest with the application. Don't say things that are not supposed to be there, because they will know that. They will usually know. They always know. Be honest. Keep it very short. Keep it very simple. Have all the photos and the screenshot you need to do.
Know about each other. Know about his previous life, my previous life, like where we grew up, what we study, what we work with, family, everything. Like you just need to know each other, because it's real, right? So you just gotta know everything, and you should know everything about each other. And if you do, everything will be fine. But how we got it in 4 months, I can't really say that 100%. I guess we were lucky too. Yeah, you prayed. I guess we were lucky. I know it's a lot of people out there who have done all these things but still waited 1 to 2 years. So I'm not saying that, oh, just because you do all this is gonna take years, months. But still try to send as much as possible, so they don't have to ask about more. Because when they need to ask you about more information, that's gonna take longer.
Exactly.
The only thing that we needed to send in, we met for 10 days, had long distance for 8 months, and then I came to Gambia, and the only thing I needed to send into the Migrationsverket was a passport stamp to prove that we were together again, and pictures of us again.
And we actually applied in July, and when I sent the application, they called me immediately a couple of weeks after that, and asked me to book an interview in Mali, because I'm from Gambia, so I had to book an interview in Mali. And the interview was in October, and me and Emma had already planned our wedding, but we did not even put that we were gonna get married, because we felt like if we put that, we would have probably get rejected. So even if you think getting married and those things are important, it's not really important to them. So just be yourself, apply the fact that you are together. The Sweden Migrationsverket don't care about your marriage probably. So keep it simple. You have a relationship, you know each other, you look lovely, and which every couple look lovely. I don't know how to say it, but just be yourself and just send it out.
I think a lot of people think that because they're married it's gonna get faster, but actually no. I even talked to Migrationsverket on the phone. They even said that people think it's faster is because you're married, but it's not actually not, because they just need more information from you guys. So if you're married, in for example like us in Islam, you don't have to say it to them because they want to get more information. And they also know that people think it's getting faster when you are married, so people get married just to get the visa faster. So I would just say keep it as partners and not married couple if you can.
Yeah. And about the interview, I would say it was not very long, actually. I don't really remember exactly, but it didn't even last more than 30 minutes. So they would usually say it will take a long time, but it did not. As long as, like I said, if you have everything you need, the interview won't take long. And the first question they usually ask you is your partner's full name, and then they ask where she grew up, and then they ask, does she have any siblings, and how did you guys meet? How do you feel about each other? What do you guys have plans for the future? Like simple question that any of your friends would ask you, but it's just, of course, you're like being interrogated. But it's not really a big deal if you actually already know the person you'll be with. So it's just supposed to be simple. So keep it simple, be calm, make it like it's a normal day, act like you're just talking to a friend, smile to the person, try not to be nervous. So like when I was there in the beginning, I was kind of nervous, but when I start talking, I was pretty calm and relaxed and stuff like that. Even though I had a stutter, because I usually stutter sometimes, and I was stuttering one of Emma's sister, which was funny. And I had to tell her that I had a stutter before she thinks that maybe I forgot Sophia's name. So that was funny. But like, be honest, like be interactive with the person and talk to them, and like even compliment them or something. Like just be nice, but not too much, because then they think you're trying to kiss ass.
I would say just be yourself. Just
exactly.
Be yourself.
So it's pretty simple. Keep the application very short. Know all the details. Read every single thing. Don't just try to go take a shortcut about not reading all the requirements. Read everything you need to read in Migrationsverket's pages. Know what you need. And let me advise you one thing. Do a photocopy of everything you have, probably more than 5 times. You never know, your papers might be missed, because of course they need originals. All your papers has to be original. All her papers have to be original when you send them. But have your originals, but have a lot of copies to keep it, and to know that if something happens, you have more. You know what I mean? And try to make it a colorful copy as well.
I guess I'm gonna have to answer some questions for you Swedes who ask me questions, because they all are in Swedish and I feel like it's easier to just answer them in Swedish. Första frågan. Hur fick ni svar så fort? Tog 1,5 år för mig och sambo från Senegal. Och jag tror att det var för vi lämnade in allting. De behövde inte fråga om någonting. Han skickade allting, bevis på att han inte måste bo i Sverige utan att han faktiskt har sitt liv i Gambia. Vi bevisade bara väldigt mycket att det är våra kärlek som är stark och att det inte finns någon annan anledning typ. Andra frågan. Hur lång tid tar det att få uppehållstillstånd från ansökningsdatum? Och vi fick det på 4 månader. Men det där är, alltså det är så himla ovanligt. Alltså folk får det efter 1,5 år. Så ha det i åtanke och ställ in er på 1,5 år. Eller 1-2 år för er också. Tyvärr. Behövde du uppfylla försörjningskraven från Migrationsverket? Yes, såklart. Jag behövde uppfylla precis lika mycket som alla andra. Var det en jobbig process? Och ja, såklart att det var jobbigt att gå igenom detta, för att man aldrig visste hur länge det skulle ta innan man får visat. Men vi gjorde det också i coronatider, och då blev det jobbigare för att det var ännu värre, för man har ingen aning om när flygen går eller när man kan ses eller så. Men ställ in er på en väldigt jobbig process med många tårar. Sen en fråga är om vi ansökte innan vi gifte oss. Och ja, det gjorde vi, fast vi gifte oss dagen efter vi fick beslutet. Vi berättade aldrig att vi gifte oss, men vi hade det i planerna och så. Men vi sa bara ingenting. Ja. Yeah.
So there you have it. If you have any other question, just give us a message on Instagram or just comment below.
Sign. That was a message.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, just comment and yeah, I really hope we could help you with this.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy my husband is here, and I hope you're happy to be with me.
I'm happy to be here.
Yes.
Just be patient. You know, it's gonna work out.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna work out.
Because when you're together, it's gonna be the best feeling ever.
Yeah. Just stick together.
Ja.
Don't give up.
Håll ihop. Och ge inte upp.
Håll ihop. Ja. Okej.
Ja.
Hej då.
Tack för att ni har kollat. Glöm inte att kommentera, gilla och prenumerera om ni gillade den här videon.
Okej.
Och följ mig på Instagram. Hadi Emma.
Följ mig. King Whoops.
Yes.
The King.
The Queen.
Ja.
Okej, men ha det så jättebra. Take care.
Ja, det är så bra.
Puss puss.